How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope that you guys are all having a great day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys do really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys do not miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. And as always, we're going to be talking positives and negatives, talking about The Dark Knight Rises. This is not only going to be my last video for the Dark Knight trilogy, but it's going to be my last Batman movie that I'm going to be doing, reviewing all the older Batman films. So at the point of this video releasing, I have reviewed Batman 1989, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and now I've done The Dark Knight Rises. If you guys have missed out on any of those past videos and reviews, I have a Batman playlist. Highly encourage you to check it out. And more Batman movies I'm sure are going to come out, and I will be reviewing them when they do drop. Also, if you guys have any movies or TV shows or games you guys are interested in me covering here on the channel that I have not done so yet, please let me know in the comment section down below. So, positives and negatives. This film came out in 2012, and it's about 2 hours and 45 minutes long. It is rated PG-13, and the cast for the past movies return, along with a bunch of new ones that are added in, including Anna Hathaway playing Catwoman. We also get to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I believe is how you say his name, as Robin, and of course the famous Tom Hardy as Bane. Back to Catwoman, we finally Catwoman, her origin story is at least half decent, and it's halfway to the original source material for her origin story and how she should behave as a character, unlike the past versions. If you guys have seen my Batman Returns video, you guys know how much I hated that interpretation of Catwoman with a living passion. I think Anna Hathaway, she's a great actress. She definitely looks the part as Catwoman. She just plays the character very well, and she gets a lot of range with the script. And Catwoman in this film is one of my favorite parts of the entire movie. If you can get a good Catwoman to play off Batman, then you've got a good movie. And I think they do a great job with that. While the film is almost 3 hours long, it never feels like it because the plots are constantly moving. The action sequences are fabulous, and they're just filled with tension. The revelations of the characters connecting to the events of Batman Begins is also helpful in the fact that it doesn't feel like 3 hours long. And you're always in wonder because not only is it the end of an era, but it's the end of the Dark Knight trilogy. And so you're always wondering, how is it going to end? Is Batman going to die? How is he going to defeat all these threats? And I remember seeing this in the theater, and I was just like, this is the last time we're going to see Christian Bale properly, without any sort of multiverse bullshit, on screen as Batman. And Christian Bale is my favorite Batman. If you guys don't know that, Christian Bale is my favorite. Michael Keaton is my second, and George Clooney is my third. So when I was watching this film, and I remember watching The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger as Joker, I remember seeing that film on the bus when I was going to Walt Disney World in high school with the marching band. And I was just like, okay, this is really cool. And then Dark Knight Rises came out, and I was just like, how are they going to end this? Like, how is Christopher Nolan going to end a Batman trilogy of this scale, of this magnitude? And the first thing that came to my mind was like, there's only one way they can end it, is that Batman's going to have to sacrifice himself. He's going to have to sacrifice himself to put a stop to everything that's happening to Gotham. It's the only way. And I was like, well, if that happens, and if there's a new threat that arises, who's going to protect it? And while I think the ending isn't 100% fulfilling, I think how they went about it was decent. To me, I didn't like the ending of the film. I think it could have been done differently, and it would have been a little better. I think the fact that he, quote-unquote, sacrifices himself and just kind of disappears and hands the reins over to Robin kind of felt like it was setting up a sequel. Like, it doesn't feel like a proper conclusion to the trilogy. It feels like, okay, now that you've given the reins over to Robin, now Batman, technically, if he needed to, could come back, and then we could get a Batman and Robin adventure. And I would love a fourth film, but the problem is that this film is marketed as being the end of the Dark Knight trilogy. And it is, because we haven't gotten a fourth film, and I don't think we ever will. But the way the film ends is it sets it up that, I guess, the concept of Batman will never die. It's always going to be like a passing of the torch kind of thing, and I hate that. I hate passing of the torch concepts. I hate that in Marvel and DC, like, superhero films. I hate the passing of the torch concept. It doesn't work really well. It is a spectacular film. It is very ambitious. It is very thought-provoking. If you're a fan of Batman, superhero movies, crime movies, if you enjoy Batman Begins and Dark Knight, you're going to enjoy The Dark Knight Rises. But I'm just the ending, man. I feel like they missed the mark. Like, I feel like they could have done so much more. They could have made it proper. It should have been a proper ending instead of teasing a fourth film. I just, that's my personal opinion. So you guys can agree or disagree with me in the comment section down below. I just feel it could have been done differently. Nothing against how it was done. Me personally, I didn't like it. So with that, I'm going to give The Dark Knight Rises a 9.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys all in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.